Hey, what's going on? Suicide Squad. After everything that was said about this movie, I liked it. I'm being honest with you. I liked it. I was entertained from beginning to end. I'm glad I liked it. And I was a little surprised because I did not think I was going to. From the trailers, now let me just say this, those trailers do not show you everything and they do not set you up or let you know what's coming. They kept a couple secrets, they kept a couple secrets about this movie. And I'm pretty sure once people start seeing an early release or people went to advanced screenings, they start spoiling some of the things that happen in the movie. But they did a good job of keeping some things hidden. I'm talking about people displaying their abilities, powers, magic, how much magic was used in this movie. I mean, you really don't really notice stuff like that. El Diablo. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? Like, I'm telling you, like, some of the stuff he do, you're not going to see it coming. Now, if you're a comic fan, then you know what some of these people are capable of, but you just don't know if they're going to do that in this movie because the tone of the trailers never really show that. Now, it's I would have to say the movie had its problems. You know what I mean? Some stuff did feel out of place. I know they did some reshoots. Some lines felt forced because they were trying to make things funny, but some things just worked. A lot of things worked. I would like, honestly, I was surprised I liked this movie so much that I didn't even think I should do this review. The reason why is I might just, it can be conflicting to what my previous assumption of this movie was based on the trailers. Now, I just wanted to see it. I had high hopes for it, and it didn't reach all of them, but it reached enough while I was in the movie theater. I'm just going to say this movie was so entertaining that whatever problems that it had, I don't care too much about. And that's a problem Batman vs. Superman had. It was entertaining, but the movie wasn't fun. This movie was entertaining and fun. Now, lots of movies are entertaining. Even bad movies are entertaining. You'll laugh at how bad they are. Have you ever watched Doctor Who? You know what I mean? Like, the production on there, when I first started watching that, I'm like, what is this? Like, this is a show everyone's, like, talking about, but it's fun. It's entertaining, and that can go a long way when a film has an abundance of flaws. Now, I'm not saying this film had an abundance of flaws, but it had flaws. First thing, the strong points about this movie. Like I said, it was entertaining. I mean, just from music choices, which I thought they threw too many songs in there that didn't really fit for the scene. They just wanted to throw some stuff in there, especially just with pop culture, stay hip, or just give you something to listen to. And it did feel like one big music video, the whole movie. And I heard a lot of people say that in the reviews, but that's what it felt like. It really did. Then there was rumors that the people who cut the trailers did the final cut of the movie. I don't know if it was Warner Brothers being scared about what was going on with Batman vs. Superman, but you can feel that. You can see that. It does feel like that. But let's get into the characters, their performances. I'm going to tell you right now, that goddamn Harley Quinn. She was Harley Quinn. Yes, Margaret did a great job as Harley Quinn. I wasn't going to doubt her. She did her homework. Unless she was a fan already, she did Harley Quinn. She did her justice. Now, some of the lines felt forced. You know what I mean? Some of those lines felt forced. Like, we're bad guys. That's what we do. I mean, we knew that was coming. It was in the trailers. But it just was like, even when I saw it in the trailers, I was like, really? Come on now. You know what I mean? You don't have to say that. What, really? But Viola Davis playing Amanda Waller. Oh my goodness. That woman was ruthless. And I'm just going to say that she did a good job. I think they picked the right person. Can't wait to see her again. Bring her back, have her do something else. I don't care if it's not in another Suicide Squad movie or it's in Suicide Squad 2 or she's just messing around with August and she's in superhero movies. Justice League, I don't care. Bring her back. She was bad. She was bad in both senses of the word. She was good bad and bad bad. Like, damn, for real. Will Smith. Will Smith was Will Smith. I say that. Some people were like, oh my God, he did a good job as Deadshot. I wasn't looking at Will Smith, I was looking at Deadshot. There was moments where he did embody Deadshot. I mean, we haven't seen Will Smith be a villain. And then here he was a villain, and he had a lot of heart. He had some things, he has a daughter. If you don't know, Deadshot has a daughter in the comics. If you don't read the comics, whatever. So that gives him something to stay grounded in caring about somebody. And I was afraid they was going to change Deadshot too much to the point where he wasn't just still a killer. No, he's very much still a killer. He's an assassin for hire. That's what he do. He's a hitman. He does his thing. And he can hold his own. The dude never misses. That's what he was supposed to be like. They got Deadshot down with the action, the tone of, you know, like just, he was funny too. He was funny when he needed to be. He was a leader when he needed to be. And he was just badass when he needed to be. Will Smith nailed it. He did a good job. And I can see why they want Deadshot to be in a Batman standalone movie, because you know, you'll see it once you see the movie. I'm not really giving away any spoilers or anything right here, but you can see. And plus, it's Will Smith. I mean, come on, you put Will Smith in a movie, it's gonna do kind of good, you know. And then if the movie's good, it's gonna do great. You know what I'm saying? But there was a lot of people. Jai Courtney was good. He was funny. Captain Boomerang, that's a role that's for him. That was a great role for him. A lot of people don't like him. I didn't realize how many people didn't like Jai Courtney. I thought he wasn't right for certain roles, like playing Kyle Reese in Terminator, Genesis. He just didn't have that same intensity Kyle had. You know, he was supposed to be the same age as the Kyle from Terminator 1, but he just couldn't play the role like Michael Biehn. I'm sorry. He just had this intensity about him. It just didn't fit well. But in this, Jai Courtney did well. The movie wasn't just resting on his performance alone. It had a whole bunch of people around him. But he was cool as Captain Boomerang. The guy was a mess. And the guy was a loose cannon, so it worked. It worked a lot. The Joker. All right, look. Jared Leto played the Joker fine. I'm going to say that. It wasn't mind-blowing to me. What Heath Ledger did with the Joker was totally different. That was a different take on the Joker. I've never seen a take like that on the Joker. I don't even remember anybody acting like that. You know, he would like lick his lips like he was a lizard or something, and he had his hair was long and stringy and always looked wet, like he put some mousse in his hair in the morning, and you know, he seemed like, you know, he was a different take on the Joker, but he was still entertaining and fun to watch. And I think the thing is, since it was Heath Ledger, if it was somebody that was already doing crazy roles like that or close to that, we probably wouldn't have been too surprised. But since it was Heath, a lot of people didn't, oh my God, he's playing a Joker, what the hell? Then when you saw it, it was almost like he transformed, and you never expect a performance like that from him. And I think that's what really made that performance so great. You know, sometimes you see a person in a role, they fit it well. Like, yeah, I expect them to play that role. And that's why they don't get nominated for an Oscar. Because you really don't see too much different from him. It was not like, wow, it didn't bang. But he played the role, and he did the role well in a way that we didn't expect. And I think that's why he got so much praise for it. And I mean, it was good. It fit the tone of the film and the script too. So that too worked. But in here, Jared Leto's Joker, I liked it. It was okay. I need to see more. I do. He wasn't the main villain. He was in there. He was just like a side plot. He was somebody who kept interfering with things. And I actually like how they did that. I mean, I knew he wasn't going to be the main villain. I mean, if they did an assault on Arkham, like the Suicide animated movie, it would have been pretty good to see him in that. Like how that would have been, I think, what would have been a better plot for this movie, to be honest with you. But whatever. He did okay. He didn't do bad at all. It was cool. I want to see more, just to see how it would interact. And I love seeing Batman chase him down. That was fun. It was short, but I love seeing it. But cameos, yes, Batman in this. Ben Affleck, Batman. I liked it. It was cool. It wasn't a Batman movie. They wanted to focus on the Suicide Squad. It had Batman in there just enough to the point where you didn't feel like, oh man, they're taking over. And then just enough to the point where you were just like, that was okay. I liked it. That was cool. Oh, look, he's, you know, because it was flashbacks. There's a lot of flashback stories and stuff like that. And I liked it. I just like seeing him. It was cool. You know, I'm feeling like this universe is connected now. See, a film like this would have done Batman vs. Superman more justice if you had more films with the characters that were getting introduced in there. So you could focus on Superman more and give him a better story. You know what I mean? Gosh, whatever. Anyway, Batman was okay. There's another cameo from another superhero in this movie, and I know some people got to spoil for them, and I'm not going to spoil it on here, but it was okay. You know what I mean? It wasn't too long. It was just like the Batman thing. It's even shorter than the Batman appearances, but it was okay. I didn't mind it. Made sense to me. You know what I mean? Some surprises in the film that I was talking about earlier. The Enchantress, like, she used so much magic in here that I didn't think she was going to use that much, and that was cool to me. Also, her brother, who I don't know what his name is. I don't know his name is, but he was one of the main villains of this movie, and lots of magic, lots of powers, lots of magic. Oh, Diablo, El Diablo was powerful, and I liked him because in the trailers they didn't show you too much from him. You thought he was gonna be quiet a lot of the time. How much screen time is he gonna get? Man, I saw some interviews where people were talking about that might be their favorite character of this movie. They have so many characters in here and great actors playing these characters that it's kind of hard to pick just one. You know, I know a lot of people won't like Harley. A lot of people won't like Deadshot. A couple people going to feel like Captain Boomerang should have had more time because he was great. You know, but El Diablo did his thing. He did his thing. He's very, very powerful. And what the third act of this film, they show so much magic and so many powers being displayed. The action in the film I thought was okay. It was a lot real generic. You know, they had some like mindless, soulless, used to be humans as monsters for them to fight. So it was very generic. They filled in points of this movie just to please you, like, oh, we need good action sequences. People who were transformed into some kind of Resident Evil type of monster things. And then, you know, everybody can just kill them without the consequences of them actually, like, killing somebody who they shouldn't. You know what I mean? So there's no stakes on their actions. But I like movies like that. I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I watch movies like that all the time. I mean, I play video games just like that. I like it. I like it. You know, I mean, I'm not mad when Walking Dead are killing zombies instead of actual people, or, you know what I mean? I love when they put them scenes in there. It fits for me. It fits for me. It worked for me. The film worked for me. I liked it. You know, the reviews that it got on Rotten Tomatoes, that's fine with me. And I'm going to tell you why. I am a hardcore Marvel fan, but I like this DC film. I'm sorry. I liked it, and I liked it a lot. It was entertaining. And you got to realize critics don't really give a lot of action movies, especially if it involves magic. A lot of like superpowers and stuff like that, or just hardcore action. They don't give them high ratings. They usually say this because they really rating on the story and the film altogether. And action sequences aren't on the top of critics. That's not what they're really there for. Now, if it has some down-to-earth, realistic action like Bourne, James Bond, especially what was happening with the James Bond series lately, they tend to like that a little bit more. Every action, sci-fi, or fantasy film can't be The Matrix, so they get low ratings. So I'm not surprised. Now, Marvel is they got some action in their films. It's comic booky, everything, and they're getting good ratings. That's because the material, I believe, is so damn good. The script, the actors they got, the chemistry, the direction from the director, it's all done well. Some of their films have got bashed pretty hard, you know, by critics, but most of them get praised. And, you know, not everybody can do that. So I'm not mad about the rating. I saw ratings like that for films that I love, action films, and it wasn't a great movie. You know, there's a difference between having a great movie and entertaining good movie. You know what I mean? It wasn't a great movie. It wasn't a great script. I don't think so. It was a good script. It was okay. It was good enough. The whole movie, it was just fun. I'm just going to say, go see it. Suicide Squad, go see it. I mean, I'm surprised I liked it as much as I did because the trailers do it no justice, to be honest with you. Now, there are going to be some things you're going to see some problems with in this film, but I think there's enough to the point where you enjoy it. I know some people said they're not going to watch it again. I am. I can watch a movie where the story is just basically, hey, we had to stop some drug lord in this tall building, go in there, and there's a bunch of kung fu happening in the hallways and the rooms and everything. I can watch that. I can watch Suicide Squad and enjoy it. Now, a lot of these characters weren't characters I hold dear to my heart. I've seen different incarnations of Deadshot, Smallville, Arrow, and I like both of them. And I like this one. And I like this character. I mean, actually, I love Harley Quinn. I do. I mean, the animated series, when I was young watching it, I was like, I want a girlfriend that's down for me like that. And she did great, especially with her chemistry with Jared Leto and Will Smith. Dang, they got some chemistry. Everybody's like, watch out, Jada. No, I don't think so. And if you do have to watch out, whoa, at least we're going to get some good movies from them if they keep teaming up. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's my review. Like the video if you like the video. Leave some comments. I want to know what y'all think about the movie. I really do. Criticize me. I don't care. Hit me up. You know what I mean? Tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Don't give a goddamn. I just want to see what you guys think. Also, share the video and subscribe. And come back because I will be having more videos for you next time.